Hello world and all who inhabit it. I just recently went to a bookstore that had a $5 bag sale. You brought a bag, as many books as you could fit in, $5. Let's look at what I got. I have no particular theme for reading. I kind of just get whatever looks enticing to me. That's how I shop for books. If it looks interesting, if there's a little bit of an excerpt I can read, sometimes I'll just open to a random page and just be like, is this a vibe? Sometimes they're just things I know I want to read. I have a very, very long list of things I want to read. So I'm gonna get all these out to make it easier to show you, and then we'll get started. Just a quick look at everything. I don't even know where to begin. So, let's start with Dean Koontz, because I think that's the most of one category that I got. He is one of my favorite authors. I just love how smooth his books read, no matter what kind of crazy stuff is going on within them. So, first up, I've got Intensity. To be honest, no idea what anything is about. False Memory. Do you guys want to see the backs? Here's the back of Intensity. It's just Mr. Koontz here. And then here's False Memory. The Silent Corner. The last one is this big boy here. One Door Away from Heaven. I'll show you the inside flap for this one, because the back again is just Mr. Koontz. Let's see that back flap. There we go. And Mr. Koontz and a puppy. Next up is two of the Divergent series, because I've never actually read that series. I have only seen the movies, which is a crime. Specifically for me, because it is by law for most of the time. Obviously there's exceptions. I would much prefer to read before I watch. I love seeing somebody else's interpretation. Anyways, I'm rambling. I have Allegiant and Insurgent here, so I will have to get Divergent. I think that's the only one I will be missing, though, is Divergent. Wow, that's so pretty on the inside. I really didn't look at this at all. I just saw the spines and grabbed these, knowing that they're on my list and I want to read them. And that's what I mean by I didn't even check it out at all. There's no reason for me to check it out. I know I'm gonna read it. I know it's on my list. Next, I have some random paperbacks here. This first one on top is From a Buick 8 by Stephen King. He's another author I really enjoy to read. I also really like the smaller, thinner books. Not thinner. Shorter, like short and chunky. I like the short and chunky. It just feels really good to hold. Anyways, next up is The Outsiders. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to make sure it was plural. This is one I've read and just need to own my own copy of. So it was nice to pick up the copy that I read. This is the cover I read in high school. And hubby too. So, here's that. And the back, I don't think I flipped it. I think I just showed you the front. This is chaotic. There's no rhyme or reason to anything going on. And then last in that little pile, I have Girl in a Bad Place. And then I have some random hardcovers. First is A Conspiracy of Bones. This one I did actually read a little bit of, and it's something about a forensic scientist, I believe, getting messages from the guy whose body is in her lab. And I was like, Okay. Next is Deep Blue. No slipcover or anything. I couldn't see. Love this. First of all, I'm a sucker for a map inside of a book, but there wasn't really too much going on for me to figure it out, but it's water related. It's beautiful. So I figured why not, you know? There's not much going on there. I don't leave slipcovers on books anyways, so I'm not butthurt that I didn't get it. Last random hardcover is Jem and Dixie, which I think is just a little romance. I've been getting into plain romances just a little bit more. I do also enjoy a spicy romance, but I do believe this is just chill, casual. Next, I have a couple of related pairs. This first one is The Dark Divine. This first one is actually called The Dark Divine. And honestly, I was drawn by the colors and the covers, and then I saw the first line in the bag, True Love's First Kill. I was like, done, I'm in. Here we go. So there's the back of that. Here's the inside. Ooh, that's pretty. Excuse me. There we go. There it is. Okay, that's the first one. And then this is the second one, The Lost Saint, a Dark Divine novel. So I figured they went together. I might as well just pick them up as a pair. Here's the inside. I don't know if you can read that at all or not. And if you saw my birthday haul, you know I'm getting back into the Warriors series. So very excited about that. So I picked up a couple random Warriors books I saw when I was there. They had a couple of the second series, but I already have the copies that they had. So I picked this one up. It's just individual stories for these three guys here. And then, oh, here's the back. Here's the back. And then I picked up this little ultimate guide about all the cats and such. I'm so very excited. I really enjoyed the Warriors series. It was just a really fun one to escape into. And I'm also just a cat lover, so you know, that gets, ooh, I love a map. But that is everything that I got for $5 from the bag sale. I got a total of 16 books, which is incredible to me. I plan on going again. They do it once more this year, next month in August, so I think I'm gonna go again. And then I know there were a couple more books in that stack, but I did not get them in the book sale. They are only honorable mentions that I wanted to include because I got them on the same weekend. I got them from a little bookshop in 29 Palms that I love to travel and see. So hubby and I took a day trip out there, and I was able to pick up 3 books in another series that I'm collecting for, because this is apparently a 12-book series that I just learned that. So kind of regretting not picking up other ones I saw some other times when I was in the bookstores. But I got 3 more in no particular order because I do not know the proper order of them yet. I have The Confessor, Temple of the Winds, and Soul of the Fire. So I will have to continue to collect these so I can get into that series, because I've come to the realization that it is a fantasy world series. So I need to make sure I have them all on hand so I can dive in and get in there. But anyways, that being said, that is my book haul. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.